Selling bag, going ham in West like Declan Rice. Doing like popcorn, everything nice. Whoa.
Yeah, buddy. 1 second. Let me get rid of that. Charlie.
Yes.
How you doing?
I'm not bad, you know. Calm. Nice, calm little cheeky bit of evening entertainment, you know. No stress. It's all right, you know. How about you? After your watch along earlier, after your banging watch along earlier, what were we saying?
Let me apologize because I always start off with what's going on, everybody. Welcome back to Hammers Fans United. Sorry, I'm feeling good. To ask the question again, Charlie. Sorry.
How are you after your banging watch along earlier?
You know what? I'm good. You know what? The funny thing is, there was, as always, technical issues, and you know, we got through it. Like me and Cam's audio was like 30 seconds out of sync. I don't know how. And he was also watching it on a stream, so he was already 40 seconds behind. So it was just, yeah. And then the audio sorted itself out. So yeah, it was, you know, it was good. And I think I'm sure Roy was in for the whole duration. And I understand, you know, people always like, yeah, they're going to jump and that's all good. But, you know, I like the fact that I think Roy was there, like, you know, throughout the whole thing. And this is a very, very small channel. And yeah, man, it was good. It was good. And, you know, a lot of work, and all of these stuff I made now gets thrown in the bin. All of the graphics for that particular show are gone because I'm not using the same. No, this one will because it's the player ratings. But I'm saying like that there. Next time I do it, I got to come with a whole nother batch of templates.
See, this is why I've got the border that I use. Yeah, and I've got the score counter. The score counter changes, but the border can stay the same. You know?
Of course, and why not? That's your thing. You understand? I've made a rod for my own back by doing it like this, and because of that, I just got to keep on every game.
It came in. I had a little look. I clicked off my one. I completely got distracted from everyone else. I started talking to your stream through your phone.
That's crazy. I didn't even know yet. I don't know what happened there. I was showing you, and then I didn't realize you was watching. So you was like, I'm on. I was like, this is crazy. Right. Obviously, we're going to get into the player ratings, and obviously, everybody in the chat will get involved. We're not going to spend too long on it. I would say between 30, 35 minutes. That's it. We've just, you know, done the game. And yeah, what we'll do is when we put the player on the screen, Charlie will initially give his rating for that player, and then you lot in the chat, if you can try and do it, you know, quickish, and then we can just move on. So good evening, Budgie. Let me get through the comments, and then we'll move on. Lawrence says, hello, everyone from Auburn, Alabama, USA. Come on, you eyes.
Come on, man.
And this is a special guest, Atomic Gamer. His name's Costa. He's one of our development center players.
Wow. Lovely
lad. He's subscribed to West Ham Random. Costa, subscribe to Hammers Chat. That's this guy. It's a massive West Ham channel. He's not West Ham, but it doesn't matter. This is a good guy as well, Costa. So yeah, subscribe. I'm here, he says. Thank you, Costa. Love that. Lawrence says, hey, Budgie. 1 minute. We've only got a few comments to get through. Lawrence Spudding. Hi, everyone. Leicester's winning 3-1, you know. 35 minutes gone.
Not damn.
Costa says hi. Yeah, big up Costa, you lot. Atomic Gamer. Roy Chappell, Leicester. Oh, I've just said that as well. Me and Roy seem to be in sync today. I'm telling you. Lanzini, man of the match. Oh, get out of here, Kieran. Get out of here. Kimmy, hello. I'm hopefully subscribed. DDD. Right, cool. I subbed. Yeah, I know you did. Oh, what, to Hammers Chat? If so, thank you, Costa. I think you probably did.
You don't have to. You don't have to.
One of my young G's. Right. So obviously, special guest. You know, Kimmy is new, Atomic Gamer. You everybody else hears me say the same. Charlie Walsh is a certified legend in this game. And, you know, this is the first time I've done a player rating show straight after Watch Along. And, you know, the first guest had to be Mr. CW. He's actually a fully fledged legend. Like, how many times I'm going to say that, I don't know.
We can agree to disagree.
Nah. Trust me. And you see me, I said it already. I don't say stuff just for the sake of saying it. Yeah, man. And, you know, he took time out of his watch along, and then he was clearly watching my one as well as doing his. And yeah, it was all nuts. And then, you know, yeah, we was.
I had it on in the corner. I did have it on in the corner. Not for the entire time, but after I messaged you the first time, and then I had it on in the corner, and I was just keeping an eye. I wanted to just have a look at the graphics and stuff you've done. And, you know, it's just big place.
Lawrence, listen, you look, even if you come in for 5 minutes, I understand, like, yeah, all of that, and you lot are behind in your streams. No, I appreciate, and you lot was in the comments as well. So, Right, before we get into the ratings, Charlie, what did you think of the game overall?
I mean, I'll take it quite happily. Yeah. It's not a stress for me. I think if we'd played at higher intensity, you could maybe argue that we would have scored more goals. But I also think there's an argument to be said that if we played at higher intensity, we would have been a little bit more suspect at the back, potentially, especially with someone like Masuaku in the defense or whatever. So I think, to be honest with you, it was professional is the easiest way to word it, right? We went in, we did what we needed to do, we kept it calm, zero stress. We got to see a youngster get out there and get some minutes, almost score. I'm happy. I said before I would take a scrappy 1-0. I'll take an easy as all hell 2-0 as well. I can't lie to you.
Okay. Clive, sorry, jumping in. That's cool. Right. So you obviously we're going to jump straight into it. I'm going to bring up the players. I'll do it in order. Charlie will give his rating and maybe a little synopsis as to why he's got a rating, and then we will move on. So let me just quickly get the first player for Charlito to critique. We will go. Where are we? You know, I've put it all in alphabetical order. Right. Alphonse Areola. I'm not going to give any ratings. I'm just going to, it's yours and everybody in the chat.
Okay. 6. Don't think he had a bad game whatsoever, but basically didn't really have anything to do. I can't really think of, off the top of my head, I can't think of any difficult saves he had to make. The only saves I can think of were the ones where like they shot directly at him and he just caught it and went, okay, and then moved on. I think 6 sounds almost bad, but I just think he didn't really have anything to do. I think it's a solid performance, but nothing to write home about, you know? Right.
Charlie's given him a 6, and annoyingly, this overlays that. But sorry, Kieran's done a 6 as well. Let me go back to Lawrence's. Lawrence says an 8 out of 10 for Areola. Generous, Lawrence. Budgie says 8 as well. Okay, Lawrence says 8. Budgie says 8. Kieran says 6. Nothing to do. Costa, who's not West Ham, so you know I appreciate you giving a score. He says 7.5. Kimmy, a new subscriber. Thank you for your input. She says 7, and there isn't really a test. Roy, before we move on, what would you rate Areola?
It's a 7 at the end.
Oh, sorry. See what I'm saying? Oh, sorry, Roy. My bad. I gave him 7. I'm not even going to give any ratings. I'm just going to see what you lot got to say.
I can see why someone would give him higher, to be fair. It's just that he didn't really have anything to do. It's not like he was bad by any stretch of imagination. There was literally no complaints. Just nothing to do.
So that's a 6 out of 10 for Charlito. Right. I'm going to leave it maybe 20 seconds and then we'll just move on to the next player. I've got a feeling I know what you're going to say, Charlie.
Okay.
In regards to the score. I think you're going to say a 7 for this player, maybe an 8, but I think a 7 because of the opposition. One sec. Okay, you can still comment on Areola, and I will put that up in a minute. So we'll move on to Vladimir Sufal. Charlito.
Yeah, you're right. 7. 7. Again, defensively didn't have much to do. There were 1 or 2 moments where they came down his side, and you're like he was so far forward, but it was like so infrequent that it's not even worth mentioning. His crosses, especially that one to Perkins at the end when Perkins gets the header, like some of his crossings were really, really good. Good to see him back. He looks so comfortable in this game, getting up and down. And yeah, I enjoyed his link ups with Yarmolenko. 7 for me. I think a solid performance, and it's good to just see him back and sort of doing his thing again. Those crosses, man, they are dangerous AF.
Yeah. The one for Perkins that, I know he's 17, I know it's his debut, but he should have scored. Like, he's a goal scorer, so he knows where the back. He should have scored, but that cross was delicious. It was absolutely delicious. So it's a shame. Like, I really want. I said on the live, I've got a feeling he's going to come on between with 15 or 20 to go. He came on 77 minutes, and I also said I've got a feeling he's going to score. And I didn't know nothing about this guy until yesterday in the West Ham random stream that they were speaking about him. I just had a feeling he was going to score, and really, he should have scored. But, that's not a criticism. So you've given Vlad 7. Let me just go to the comments. Right. Here we go. Wasn't referring to Crowley's, but here we go. So Kieran's given Vlad an 8. He done well. I think it'll be 7s or 8s. Lawrence gave him a 7, so he's the same as you, Charlie. Roy gave Vlad an 8. Costa, Atomic Gamer, gave him a 7, so he agrees with you, Charlito. And 1 minute, this bloody thing. Let me see. He got an assist. Roy Chappell, he got an assist. Did he get an assist? Yarmo's assist was Vlasic. Did he get an assist?
I don't think so. Yarmo got the assist for Vlasic, and then Yarmolenko won the pen, and the ball was played to from no ball to him anyway. So yeah.
He should have got an assist though. He should obviously Perkins.
Yeah.
Budgie agreed. 8. He was comfortable. Budgie says yes. CW as a big up the legend. Oh,
my man.
West Ham Clips. Thanks for joining. Oh, this looks good. Thank you. Another legend in the game. I'm not on Twitter and all that, so I don't know too much. But Peaches let me know about you. But big up. Thank you for commenting and viewing. No assist. That was Vlasic. Sorry, meant to say. Nearly got an assist. Yeah, he should have got an assist, I would say. Is that it? Okay. That's it. So everybody's given their ratings. Right, so that's how I'm going to play it this week. I'm going to try and, second guess you. So we will move on to... Let me bring him up. I think you're going to give this player a 7 as well. I really do. Right, everybody in the chat. Craig Dawson. Let me get rid of that 7 because I need to. It's a different banner. Charlie, what are you giving Craig Dawson?
Are we okay? Here's where we set the boundaries. Are we allowing 0.5s in the system?
You can do 0.5. No, we can do 0.5 because I think it's needed. I think it's needed. I think Vlad was like a 7.5. So yeah, 7. We can do it. We can definitely do it.
I'll give Craig a 6.5.
6.
Again. Relatively untroubled. Did a bit. There was a couple of times where they stepped to him and he shut them down. Looked a little bit uncomfortable on the ball, but that's just he's not Pirlo. That's going to happen. But I don't think bad. But again, far from a bad game. And there was one point where I think he almost got a goal. Whether the ball got to him or not, but he was the one attacking it. I was like, oh, so I'll give him 6.5. I think again a decent performance, a performance where you're like, yep, standard, easy performance, and you're gonna probably hear a lot of those right now, given the game that's just taken place.
Can I just say, all the work I've had to do, then today I thought, all right, let me get some, 4 out of 10, 5 out of 10, 6 out of 10. Then this guy comes with 6.5. So
that's why I wanted to ask. You said it was like this, and if you said no, then I would have stuck to the system.
Luckily, I can do all that right in StreamYard right now. But yeah, 0.5 is fine. Charlie just wants to just.
I'm gonna do every other rating now. 0.5. Just
exactly. He knows. Done well. Where we got? We got an assist. Agreed. Sorry, I'm trying to find out. Sorry, meant to say True Roy says Lawrence laughing. Right. Okay. Good. Lawrence also gave 6.5. Costa, who is actually a centre back, Atomic Gamer, he gave a 6. So he could probably a good judge of a centre back. He's actually a good centre back as well. Good on the ball. Yesterday he was messing around at training though. So 6.5 from Kieran. Look, Roy gave a 5.
How are you digging out Atomic? It's not. That's like it's the equivalent of my teacher seeing me in the flipping supermarket and being like, "Have you done your homework yet?" It's like, bro, give me a little. We're off hours here.
Budgie says Dawson 7. Some great defensive work, and Kimmy gave a 6. Thanks again, Kimmy. Like I said, you're obviously new. So got a couple of 7s, 6.5. So yeah, it's all. But Roy's one was a 5, so he was kind of like, yeah. I would say, as always in possession, Craig Dawson he looks like he can't pass the ball, and he's very good at defending. I see him nick the ball off them in our 18-yard box, but with the ball at his feet, he gets me very, very nervous, man. Right.
That's my opinion.
Let's go to. Let me get rid of your. Okay, let me remove the comment. Get rid of your rating, and let's go over to. We know his defensive partner was Issa Diop. I'm not even going to second guess you. Actually, I'm just going to. Yeah. What are you saying?
7. Easy one for you here. 7. You
7
probably got that
10?
one already. No.
7 out of 10.
I think he was a little bit better than Craig Dawson. I think it's easy to compare centre backs like that. Once you have a rating for one, you could probably get the rating for the other. A little bit better than Craig. A little bit more comfortable on the ball. My one criticism, and it's the same criticism I always have with Diop, and it's maybe a bigger problem when he's next to Dawson than he would be next to someone like Zuma or Bonner. He does have that tendency to step really far out. He always has. It's what he does. It's in his blood. I don't know if it's a rush of blood. I don't know what it is, but he's like, go. And he proper comes. And there was a couple of times where I'm like, dangerously far forward, Issa. Chill yourself. And there was one where he came out with the ball at his feet and got tackled in their half. And then Masuaku was trying to make a long busting run to try and get back. Thankfully, it went all right. But I would say 7, mainly because he's a little bit better than Dawson. And again, I think a good game. I think if you were to select the City centre backs now, you would say Zuma and Diop probably, given this performance. So 7 for me. All
right. So there was one instance in the game where he got done. Like the guy, like he rushed out, and I think he slid in. The guy sort of just, dodged him easily, and it's like, and then I think Craig Dawson might have cleaned up, or Soufal, but he like literally was lunged in and just missed everything, and the guy just skipped past him, and it was a dangerous attack.
Yeah.
Right. Lawrence gave Diop a 7. Kieran gave him a 6.5, and he does make me nervous as well. He's the type of player that if he could have a phenomenal game, you understand? It's in him, but the mistakes are most definitely in him as well, man. And
I think what we saw that first season was that partnership with him and Balbuena was so perfect, and Balbuena's naturally just covered, and so when Diop did step forward, and he didn't tend to step forward as far as he has done over David Moyes, but he did come out. Balbuena would always be there to just come slot perfectly into that. And so I think the combination of him and Dawson has like a bit of concern. I think Dawson has the intelligence to do it, but there's always a bit of like wobble with Dawson, right? I think him and Zuma, what you'd hopefully see is when he stepped out, Zuma would be like, I know I need to cover here. I know I need to do this. And he's faster and stronger and able to sort of do that a bit more effectively. I think Diop could I genuinely think Diop could go to the very top as a centre-back. I really do. I think he could play for a Champions League club, but he would need the right partner and the right coaching to get into that standard. But he can do it. It's just a case of whether he will.
Definitely. Costa has given him an 8. Roy has given him a 7.5. Budgie has given him, Issa gets easy 7, much more noticeable in the game than Dawson. I think he just needs more game time. That is true. You do need to play to get to the levels, and then consistency. That is definitely true. Not wearing my glasses. That's fine. So yeah, let's move on to this. Will be interesting. This one will be very interesting. Let me get rid of Charlie's rating. Let me go on to the brand, and let's go to where is he? This bloody thing. Here he is. Arthur Masuaku. Charlie, thoughts on his game, and
better opposition, I'd maybe be very concerned. But today you can only judge on what's in front of you. You can only beat what's in front of you, so to speak. I think he was all right. I'd probably say 6.5 in the same way I'd say Dawson. I don't think it was a bad game whatsoever. I think he got forward really well. There was a cross in the first half that was beautiful for Bowen. Yeah, low and fast. Bowen should, like I say, maybe should have put that one in. So I'm going to say 6.5, mainly because I think the defensively was just a bit shaky. There were times where he got caught out, but that's just naturally what he does. But I think against a bigger opposition, I wouldn't, or a better opposition. Both ways are offensive to Rapid Vienna fans. I apologize. If against the opposition who were going to put up more of a fight at that stage, I wouldn't play him in a back 4 like that. But I think today, in this specific instance, I think that was totally okay. But yeah, I think an all right, solid performance. I'd say 6.5. Certainly, I wouldn't go as far as say it a bad performance by any stretch of imagination.
Good evening, Happy Amaret. Okay, let me just go back up. 1 minito. I agree with right. Costa. Costa's given Masuaku a 5.5. That's extra fitness for you tomorrow. And 5.5. Thank you, Kieran. 8 for Arthur. Yes. He was phenomenal in the first 15 or 20. And like I said,
I agree with that. Yeah, I agree with that.
I think if you play him as not a left back, and you play him as a left winger or whatever, and you give him a consistent run of games, he would be a great player for West Ham because he's very skillful. He puts in a great deliveries, and he can do defensive work as a forward player because he is a left back. So I just think that he's not used the way we could potentially use him, and I definitely think that when Ben Rama goes to I said this earlier, but then he might go as well. But I'm saying if he was available, he could easily step into that left winger or left attacking midfield role and do a decent job, and probably better than what Vlasic would do from what we've seen of Vlasic so far. But he may well be going with Congo as well. So yes, Kieran, you are, in my opinion, bang on the money. Right, Roy gave him a 6. That's a bit measly. Lawrence gave 8. 8. Max some great passes to the box. Yeah, he was on fire in the first 20, I would say.
I think you're right, by the way, with the first 15, 20 thing. I really do. I think he was one of our better players then. He was causing all kinds of problems. That cross, man, I didn't know he had it in him. I really didn't.
And that weren't the only one. He done some cutbacks that, he done well, man. Oh, Hammerhead. Evening, fellas. Very professional performance. Nothing special, though. Right. Is that us done with Masuaku?
Yeah, I'd say this. Yeah. I get why people would say the winger thing that you've just said. And I think that's very true because his ability is very much going forward. It's not a defensive thing. It's very much that. If he had a better final product, then I would be all for it. But every time he does do a good cross, they're few and far between. And when I'm there, I'm like, oh, I usually think his crossing is a bit basic. But the reason I like him as a wing back is because he can have that counter-attacking system and he can just fly forward and take it past like 8 people like a Dharma Traore with just way too much easy. Just too easy. But yeah, no, a solid performance.
Did I even put your scoring up for him?
Yeah, you did, yeah.
I put it up here. All right, there's a few more comments before we move on. Hammerhead says, on the plus side, Vlasic played well. I think after his goal, then he was looking like a good player. Before that, I think the team generally, Arthur was playing really well, but the rest of them weren't really doing much. But Vlasic, he needed that assist, man. It was a great ball as well. Arthur gets 6.5. No real threat to him and a few decent deliveries. Budgie says that. Kimmy says, I've got to say 7. Yep. True Titch says, Lawrence. Roy says, I think that's his last game in a West Ham shirt myself. Ooh. What about the last Europa game of the group, Roy? I agree. Mato shouldn't play important games 2 acts in a row. There we go. 7 for Masaka, although I highly dislike him. Jesus. Hi, Spanneret. Budgie. Sorry, I wasn't around much for watching. I was intensely watching. No, that's fine. Don't worry. Obviously, don't worry about that. Right, let's get rid of that banner. And we will move on to... Okay, we've got another comment. Let me get the... James. Good evening, James. Alpha 8 showed his class. Yeah, I'm liking the 8s. I'm liking the 8s for today's performance from Masuaku. Right, we will move on to... Let's go straight to Marky, Captain Fantastic Noble in general, but I'm not saying that about tonight's performance. What are you saying, Charlie?
The boy. I'll start by saying the score because you're going to have to write a new one, 7.5.
7.5, okay. No worries.
Then I'll vamp while you do that. I thought we had a really good game. First of all, we scored, and I'm very happy to see him score in European competition. I wanted him to lead the team out. I wanted him to score. These are the things I wanted to see Mark Noble get on his last season. So the gooey heart center of the story of Mark Noble scoring and everything else is strong in that. But I thought he played well. There were times where he was playing really nice passes. He got the reverse pass he played into Yarmolenko when Yarmolenko won the penalty was really good. I think he overall had a good game. He was effective again at the back and going forward. I would be concerned about Mark Noble playing against a bigger and better team than Rapid Vienna, certainly. But again, you can only play what's in front of you. And I think today, he had a really good performance. I really, really liked Mark Noble today. Pulled the strings in midfield, nice forward passing, good defensive work. And a couple of little close little dribbles, little Cruyff turn here and there, you know.
Yeah.
Never don't like to see it. So 7.5. I thought Noble was really good today.
Noble's got his own version of the Cruyff 10. It's a little bit slower in it than
Okay, yeah, I won't, yeah, maybe not Cruyff. Maybe
no,
downgrade it slightly, but yeah, I know what you mean. It's
the Noble Cruyff.
Yeah.
Right. So 7.5.
Whichever one of the Cruyff brothers was the worst one. That one is that Cruyff 10. Yeah.
Who goes back to his best, says Hammerhead. Right now, Atomic Gamer gave Noble a 7. Lawrence Watkins, 7, thought he played well. 7 for Noble from Kieran. Okay. I know who that is. Oh, there's Cams. That's the Scouse Hammer. Big up, Cams.
Hey.
I was thinking I know that name. Cams gave Noble a 7. Right, Cam, you've obviously joined the stream late, so you're fired, mate. I'm going to get a new someone on the team.
He's first of all, he's telling off people he teaches football. Now he's having a go at you, Cam. This is disgraceful behaviour.
No's got caught out for pace a few times tonight, but he worked hard and you can see the passion. If this was Noble of 2 years ago, it would have been 8 or 9 out of 10. But for now, it's 7. Hammerhead, thank you for the in-depth score analysis. James Bong, no 7.5. Class is permanent. Roy also gave him a 7.5. I think we've got some more comments. Kimmy, 7.5. I want to say 8 just because I love him. I think that is echoed by many of people. Happy Hammerette, Noble Legend, 8 for me from Happy Hammerette. Budgie, 7.5, decent game. Please tell me we haven't done that. No, we haven't done that. And you're going to not like me for Lanzini. I tell you that, you're not going to like me for Lanzini. Guess what, lads? Okay, I don't know. Oh, we are fucking massive. I bet he's going to say that. Sorry, Costa, but this is not DBXL. This is not the kids' channel. You will hear me swearing on this channel. Sometimes. Right, so we've done that. Let's go to, let me remove Charlie's score, which was 7.5. Let's get a comment up. Let's have a massive area. We go. Hammerette, you're bad. Right, let's go to one sec. We'll go to Thomas Suchek. Let me get rid of your 7.5. I don't know why it's still there. Hide. Here we go. Thomas Suchek.
Yeah. It didn't really do much. I mean, like, again, it's difficult when you're a defensive midfielder and you're playing against a team who aren't really pushing you, aren't really pressing you, aren't really doing much. It's kind of difficult. What I'm doing now, Titch, is I'm talking until I've decided a number. So I'm just going to keep talking until I've convinced myself. I think. Of course.
Before you go, I think in the first half, when a lot of the players were actually poor, he done all right. Masuaku was like very good. I think he done all right. He was setting up attacks and he done a good ball out, which ultimately ended in Masuaku getting a dangerous ball into the box. So I think in the first half, I think he had a decent game. If that helps you.
Yeah, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. And then he got subbed off as well, which doesn't help because it's just less time to judge him on. We'll say I'm trying to decide between a 6 and 6.5. I'll say 6.5. Yeah. I think it was a fairly average passable game from Thomas Suchek. Nothing extravagant. And to be honest with you, given the fact that we've got City and he's almost certainly starting in that game, I'm quite happy with him having a fairly pedestrian game until he gets subbed off for the rest. I'm completely okay with that. Solid it up. Keep it calm. 6.5. 6.5.
Yeah. You know what? I think I would agree with you there. If we are going to do the 0.5, I think he was definitely for me, I think, it was 6.5 overall. So, yeah, I agree with that. Right. Let me just get back up to these comments. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, right. So Lawrence said 5.5, showed me nothing. The Scouse Hammer says Suchek gets a 6. Atomic Gamer says 6. Kieran says a 6 for Suchek, average game. Roy, 5.5, which is just above average, so understandable. Let's all laugh at Tottenham. Who did they look at? Chicka. I want them to finish second in their group and play a Champions League dropout and lose. That's what I want. A Barcelona or a Dortmund.
They wouldn't even face a Champions League knockout because in the Conference League, they'll face a Europa League dropout.
Yeah, sorry, my bad. Yeah, like someone that we've beaten, then like someone from our group, and then beat them. That would be good. Super 7.5, same as Noble, decent enough game. Yes, Budgie, respect for that.
Yeah.
Supporting super check. What was that?
Sorry, if it was a loud noise, it might have been my microphone.
No. It just skipped down. Okay, here, this way. This go. Au revoir. Happy Hammer has said, wasn't his best game. I was surprised he started, to be honest. She gave him a 6. Spuds lost. Yes, I think they did. Did they end up losing? They must have done, innit?
As far as I'm aware, yeah. The chat didn't tell me they'd come back, so I suspect they did.
Losing the teams no one has heard of. Who were they playing, by the way?
I don't
remember. James Bong, potato salad. 7 works his size off. Yeah. I like it when Suchek gets a good rating. 6.5 from Hammerhead and Happy Hammerhead. Spuds losing tonight has cheered me right up. Right, so let's go on to this is gonna upset maybe Happy Hammerhead. I'm sorry. Right. I'm sorry in advance. Because he might actually be the first one to get a rating off me. Look at Charlie. She fancies Lanzini. Right.
I respect it. He's a good-looking guy, to be fair.
Right. So, Charlie.
Yes.
Ratings. This will be interesting because I don't know your view on his particular performance tonight. So, oh man, my neck. Oi.
My back is killing me.
My neck. Yeah.
So is a top tip when I do the watch along. I've not got it now, but I put a little cheeky pillow behind my back to help because otherwise the pain gets real.
Yeah,
the pain gets real. Little cheeky tip, you know.
I want to see if we're on the same page here with this guy for today.
Well, there you go. Lanzini. If we're talking looks, he's a 10. Look at that he's a hot geezer, bro. You see that? He could take me to dinner. 6.5.
What? Jeez, you're in a good mood. Yep. Elaborate.
Look, he was okay. Like the thing is with Lanzini, right? A lot of the good work he does a lot of the time is when he drops deep. So out of all of our attacking midfielders, he has the biggest tendency to drop deep centrally to try and get involved and play deeper. And I think there were a couple of times where he did pick up the ball and drive with it and get into good spaces. And there were one or two he creates for the creator. That's the way I always word it. He creates for the creator, right? So he's the person who drops deep, picks it up, gets past a couple of people, and then plays it to the person who eventually does make the actual assist or whatever. I think he was all right. Again, I don't think it was a bad game by any stretch of imagination, but no, actually, I'm going to say 6, and I'll tell you why. Because I think other people were better than him, and I can't be giving them a 7 because I don't think it's that high. So I'll say a 6. But I think he was okay. Like it wasn't a bad game by any stretch of imagination. It was a very passable game. But if this was, I was expecting him to really step up in this game because we had City at the weekend, and he was one of the people who I think people were looking at and going, if he had a good game, he could maybe have a shout at City. If that was his audition, it's not going to happen. Like it was fine, but against an opposition like this, you want him to step up and really do something, and I don't think he did in a big way. I think he was fine, but yeah, 6.
Okay, well, let me just get through this. And while I'm doing this, I think he was very, very poor tonight. He gave the ball away a lot of times. He's like simple balls into them. He was miscontrolling. I don't know what was wrong with him, and I wanted him to do well because, like you said, he's one of the ones that could potentially, replace someone in the Premier League. I think he was bad, like real bad. If you watched it, there's no point doing it. I'm saying if you watched it back, like fully, you'd be like, "Bro, this guy's like, yeah." And he was dropping deeper and deeper, and normally, like I said, he gives it to the, he might assist the assist, but tonight I don't think any of his passes was telling like that. And the amount of times he lost the ball, miscontrolled it, like. I don't know what happened with him. I personally would give him, and just to be, keep it as an average, I would give him a 5. Lanzini seemed quiet tonight, 6.5 from Hammerhead. Budgie, Lanzini gets a 6.5. James Bong's got the watching the eyes. I want to see what James thinks of that performance. Lawrence says 6. This is more than just a crush, says Happy Amaret. Budgie says, get the towels out. Costa, block your ears for all this talk. 6.5 from Roy. Elbow cough. Let me see. How far down are we? Oh, God. Where are we? Okay, here. Right. Scouse Hammer says Lanzini 6. Think he done well holding onto the ball. Just couldn't find right passes. Maybe not enough options or lack of awareness. Not too sure. I did say that as well. That when in the first half, when we was flat, when the defenders or the midfielders got it, there was no movement or runs in front of them. So we were just keeping like almost pointless possession. Kimmy, gave a 6 out of 10. Okay, Kieran says Lanzini 7 was good in parts, stopping others. I think Kieran's just trying to go against me here. I think he's trying to do a James Fever on me here. James Bong, Manu 7.5. Jeez. Lanzini, in my very unbiased opinion, which is not, was the best player on the pitch. In all seriousness, a 7 for me. Want to see him back in the first team. I thought she was going to say I want to see him back in the tight shorts he used to wear, but no. Okay.
Wouldn't complain. Wouldn't complain.
Yeah. Bang on synopsis, Charlie Walsh from Budgie, as always.
Thank you.
Whatever Charlie says, really, it's just it's factual. Had that header of gone in, but then he could have got injured. Happy Hammer, he could have got a kick in the face. Lucky for you, he didn't. One thing, this is Hamed. One thing I do like about Lanzini recently is this seems to have got stronger on the ball. You know what? Up until today, I just think he's been doing very well. So this is only isolated for me. I just think he was poor tonight. But that's not my opinion of Lanzini. You still have to score him, Hammerstein. Yeah, who hasn't? Oh, Hammerhead, did you not give him a score? Sitting on the fence? Titch, 5. Is that your real name? Yeah, see, Lawrence. Oh, no. What did Lawrence give him? Or was he giving him a 5 as well? Or was he questioning my 5? James Bong, Hammerette. Okay, Atomic gave a 6. He said that already. Kieran is behaving himself. Hammerette is in the house. Okay, good. She's keeping him in check. Gotta go. See you later, Kimmy. Thanks for joining in. And Hammerhead said, no, I said 6.5. Okay, right. So let's move on to, it's up to you, Charlie. Where do you want to go? We won't go, which one of the front 3 do you want to go to? And I'll put them on.
Let's go. I tell you what, let's go Vlasic.
Vlasic, okay. And let me remove the comments. Yeah, okay. What are you saying for Vlasic? Sorry.
6.5.
Okay, let me.
6.5. I think he had a decent game. And I think he had, you're like, okay, better. We're getting there. Nice assists. He does well down that left hand. I just don't think the left hand side is his natural position. I really don't.
Nah.
I don't think we'll see the best of him until he's in that sort of number 10 position just behind the striker. I really don't believe that. I keep watching it happen and I'm like, just move him there. Because there's times where he's out there and he's trying to find that space and it's just not happening. I think the assist was good and I think he worked well. I think he had a good game. But yeah, I want to see him in that central role, and I don't think we're going to see the best of him otherwise. I think it's another situation like a few players who have come to the club where we've spent a lot of money on a player who's very good at something, and then we don't use them, we don't let him do it, exactly. And you're like, what are we doing? But yeah, 6.5 for me. I think an all right game. Yeah, I think he's one of his better games. I don't know if it's the best one, but certainly one of his better ones at least, and a good assist.
Okay, right. Lawrence gave him a 7. Atomic gave him a 5.5. A lot more improved from Vlasic. Good assist, 7 with the assist from Hammerhead. James Bong says Vlasic gets a 7.5. Budgie says Vlasic 7. Great cross, really. It was a great cross. And it was his left foot as well. And he is 2-footed. So putting him centrally, he's good at dribbling as well. So yeah, left side is not ideal for him. I think it's one of his best games, 6.5, which, you know, that speaks volumes. If that was his best game at 6.5, it shows you so far we haven't seen anything really of him.
Yeah.
Kieran, still not shining, worked hard. I agree. Scouse Hammer says, Vlasic 6. Think he done well getting out of dangerous areas. Think he could have played a lot better. Yeah, I think after the assist, he sort of then got more confidence and played better. Vlasic impressed me today. He deserves a goal. 6.5 for me. And then Scouse Hammer says he's still finding himself. Right, so that's everybody. Let's move on to... It's got to be Yarmolenko then, isn't it? Because we'll leave...
Yarmo.
1 second. Let me get him. There he is. Let me remove the comment and your rating. Okay, what are you saying for Yarmo?
7.
Ooh, okay.
I thought he played well. Like, I thought it was like that was good. That was good. Scored the goal, won the penalty, created a lot of problems. Good on the ball, smart passing, like nice little reverse passes and just being aware. Good close control, linked up well with Sufal. Good game for Yarmolenko, I thought. Again, another person who we spent a lot of money on who we don't use in the way that we should be using, but that's just the way it is. I thought this was a good game for Yarmolenko, one of the better ones he's had under David Moyes in a long old while. So, yeah, I was happy with him today. I really was. I considered giving him a 6.5, but seeing as he got a goal and won the penalty, I think I'll give him a 7 as well, just for that sort of credit, you know?
Yeah. Lawrence said 8, scored and pushed the ball well. Gamer gave him a 7.5. Roy has given him an 8. And Hammerhead, Yama played very well. Good, but 1 hang time for the header, 7.5. Yeah, he did get that hang time in there, boy. Yarmolenko gets an 8 from me. His best game for us in 2 years or more from Budgie. Yama played very well. Good bit. Oh, we've just read that. Oh, no, he put it in there twice. I was thinking, am I going crazy? 7, goal and penalty win, but still frustrates me.
I feel like, just specifically on Yarmolenko for a second, I think he's one of these people who we have collectively as a fan base a bit of a problem with. And whether it's the high wages or the high transfer fee or the fact he gets injured a lot or the fact he doesn't fit Moyes' system, I don't know what it is, but I think he gets unfairly criticized in certain ways. For example, I was seeing people in the chat talk about how he's not working hard enough. But while they were saying that, he was literally sprinting back full pace to get into a position to defend in the exact same line as the other attacking midfielders were doing. And I'm watching him, and I'm like, now I probably give him too much credit most of the time anyway. But I'm watching it, I just don't see what these people are seeing sometimes, and that's not a criticism. I'm just like, I feel like he did everything that was asked of him. Really, I don't know what else he could have done. Like. I don't know.
There was one instance in the first half where, of the few attacks they had, the guy was literally, I don't know what happened. We lost the ball, whatever. The guy was, ready to run in and shoot from just outside the box. And Yarmolenko, and I said this during the live, didn't make no effort to at least try and put some pressure. You understand? And that's the thing that people will, trust me. Like, he should have at least bust the gut to try and put pressure on him from behind, but he was like nothing, and the guy got shot and I think kicked it over. I
think there's a case sometimes of confirmation bias with players like that, where we have the idea if he doesn't work hard, and then he doesn't, and then at one point he doesn't do something, and then everyone goes, "Oh, he doesn't do it," and it's like, I think he was for the most of it. It's just like I don't know. But I think like I said, I wouldn't go higher than a 7. Don't get me wrong, and I would consider a 6.5. But he essentially got an assist, if you want to call winning a penalty an assist, and he got a goal. And like you say, he did rise up like a salmon for that goal. So I think he deserved the respect. But
what? There was a time in the game where he lost it, and I'm like, fucking hell, man. And then he fell on the floor, and he's not. And then he recovered, he battled, and I would always give credit where credit's due. And he's another one. I think I will give a rating. Only because, when certain players that, they do have a target on their back, look, like people have acknowledged, he got the goal, which was crucial because the game kind of went flat and it was a bit more evenly matched at 0-0. So he scored a crucial goal and he's got the penalty. He played 90 minutes, so we can judge him on a whole game. So I would probably give him a 7.5 if I was going to rate him tonight. I'll give him a 7.5.
Fair.
Scouse Hammer gave him a 7. Happy Hammer, Yamo, finally got a goal, but behind closed doors. Would love him to go on a scoring run now, but can't ever see it happening for him now. 6.5 for me and gone in January. He's another one that he falls victim of not having a consistent run of games, but, he hasn't helped himself in
and
that.
He doesn't suit the system either. He really doesn't.
Nah. Auto-corrected. Okay, sorry. Hammerhead, 1 sec. Budgie had a couple of lazy spells. Let me just quickly get through these. A lot of fans are really harsh. He's just overpaid. And a country player only. Kieran says, I'm worked harder than anyone tonight. I would, I'd actually, I wouldn't dispute that actually.
Yeah.
Himself benefit the most, but he's he won't get back and defend like Man United asked Ronaldo to do. Sorry, look. This should be the last one. I can't agree, Kieran. I can't agree. I think Massa worked his socks off tonight. Oh, compared to him. All right. So the last run that started was, let me just get him on there. Where is it? Let's go back up there. Bowen. Right. Charlito. What are your thoughts on Jared Bowen tonight? Let me just I'll get rid of that because it won't be a 7, I don't think.
Nah.
Oh, my days, man.
Yeah, I know. 6.5?
6.5?
6. Some notable chances he probably should have scored. The one from the Masuaku cross specifically, which again I think I would be more forgiven if the rest of the game went on, he scored or whatever. I think you could easily forgive the Masuaku one. You'd be like, all right, he's early doors, he's finding his feet, but then at the end of it, you're like, that was probably your best chance. There was the other one where where we were basically camped in their box in the second half just before he come off, and he managed to take it past a couple of players really well and then hits it straight at the goalkeeper, and you're like, and then there was another one about 2-3 minutes later where the ball comes in from the right hand side and he just swings his foot at it, and again it's not in. You're like, it's frustrating because I think he is genuinely he's, when Antonio isn't fit or can't play for whatever reasons, he's obviously the guy to play in that position, but he's just not clinical in any way, shape, or form. He just isn't. And that's not a criticism of him because I do really like him and I thought he worked hard. And again, I don't think it was a bad game. I don't think anyone had a bad game today, but just not. Just like you're just like you got the opportunities, and that's good because you have to work hard to get the opportunity in the first place. But that little bit extra, and we've got 3 goals, 4 goals, 5 goals. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Frustrating, but not bad. So 6.
Okay, Lawrence says 6.5 should have scored that goal from the Masuaku pass. Yeah, and he also, the one that Charlie just touched on, he done really well to fashion open. He kept the ball in. The dribbling was Messi-esque, and then he can use his right foot, and then he's kicked it straight at the goal. Now it did nearly go through his legs, which is normally the best place because you can't close your legs quicker than reach out your hand or your foot. But in hindsight, he should have went for the far post, and then it's a goal. So he should have scored at least.
There was the one just before that as well, where like literally 30 seconds before, where he should have shot. And instead he tries to pull it across the box, and you're like, if you hit that with your strong foot as well, you suspect that's in.
Exactly. Atomic Gamer said 6.5 for Bowen. Kieran says could have had 3 goals but didn't. 6 for me, and that shows you if he does score those goals, then all of a sudden we're talking about 9s potentially. If he scores all of them, 10s. Roy gave him a 6. Happy Amaret gave him. Oh no, she's 1 second. This 1 minute. Bowen is so frustrating with his end product. If this season not his year, next year will be. But tonight it wasn't good enough. 6. Yeah, that's a good summary actually of his performance tonight. Damn battery from James Bond. Budgie says 5.5, not great today. I can understand why you would give him that as well. Working hard can make it worse and does in Bowen's case on a regular basis. Bowen 7 definitely should have scored more than one occasion. The block on the to Vienna, that is defending. Bowen should be scoring them and the chance he had. Got in the great positions, just need to work on that finishing. 1 minute. How many more scores we got? James, did I miss Yarmo? He was an epic 8. That was James Bong for Yarmolenko. Happy Amaret says Bowen is just missing that one finishing piece that would make him one of our best players. Yeah. He does so much more than most of all over the pitch. 7 for me because he just doesn't stop trying. James Bond gave him a 7. Happy Emirates laughing at him. And Lawrence says Lawrence gets a 10 for predicting the score. Oh, yeah, he did actually. And so did Kieran as well. And so did Cam. Scouse Hammer, he said 2-0 as well before the game.
Oh, I said 2-0 as well. I just realised I said that. Way!
I said 4-1.
Oh, yeah, you said 4-1 last night, didn't you?
Yeah. I don't know why. I just had a feeling about that. Bowen needs to be last to leave training and be there working on his finishing. Right. Okay. Right. So now we're going to get into the subs. The first 3. So we'll just go. They all came on at the same time in it. So yeah, I can put any one of them up, and then we'll get into the last ones. We'll go to whoever's the first one on my thing. Aha. Here he goes. Pablito Fornals. What are you giving him? Let me remove that because I don't know.
Worked hard.
Banners.
Worked hard, dropped deep, got involved in the play all over the pitch. Nice passing, crisp. I think the level of passing the passing took a step up in gear, I think, when the subs came on.
Yep.
Generally just a bit quicker, a bit more sharp. I wouldn't have brought him on, but that's not part of the rating. 6.5.
Yeah, I agree with that one. I think I have to agree with that one. So Pablito gets a 6.5. Let's go to the comments. Not done it. Okay, let me just. Bowen needs to be boom, not down his own bedroom. 10 out of 10 for us. Then Bowen gets some training when he could be having a break. I said 3-0, Budgie. All right, here we go. Lawrence said 6 for Fornells. Budgie says 7.5. Steady the ship. He definitely did that. He definitely, we upped it when they came on. Happy Emirates is having a little sing along. Roy says 7, and Roy's been a bit stingy today, so I give him 4 nows. That means that Roy obviously feels that he done a good job. Yeah. I think he did as well. Any more, you lot? I agree. 6.5, better than in the Wolves game though.
Underrated player in general. Baller. I love Pablo Fornals.
Yeah, I love him. Okay, sorry, I've missed James. Let me go back to that. Pablito changed things as soon as he came on. I don't care what anyone say. He's the heartbeat of 30. Yep, and the game changed when he had a little time, but still 7 out of 10 performance.
Fair.
I would agree with that. Hammerhead. James Bong. Hammerhead, don't laugh at other people's misfortunes. 4-6 worked his ass off and had a good chance to create over and score himself. Just couldn't produce. Linked up well with Benny. Yep. Kieran. He was changing nappies all week. He gets an 8. Yes, Kieran. Big up the parental acknowledgement.
You've got to respect it. You've got to respect it.
I've got 6 kids, by the way, guys. And 7. That's from Atomic Gamer. When Rice leaves, do we think Fornells will become captain? Shout.
It's an interesting question.
Yeah.
I have no idea, but it's an interesting question.
It's true. I wouldn't oppose that decision if that were made. Okay, right. So now we will go to boom, 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 boom. Ben Rama. Dun, 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 dun. Jared. Okay, yeah, Ben Rama.
Again, I think you could say a lot of the same things about him that you said about Fornals, in the sense that the passing was a bit faster, a bit more crisp. There was a bit more energy injected in there. There was that one opportunity where I think he should have played it across to Vlasic.
Yes.
But that's really my only criticism of him. Outside of that, I think he was all right. 6, because I think he was worse than Fornals, but I don't think he had a bad game. But yeah, I think that's the notable moment. That was the notable moment where you're like, again, just a little bit of a different change in the decision making there, and we've got a goal. And Vlasic got a goal. But yeah, a 6. I don't think it was bad. And like I say, I think you could say a lot of the similar things. Maybe not the work rate or the dropping deep or getting involved everywhere in the pitch, but certainly just a little bit more crisper and more energetic passing, which I was happy to see.
Okay. Let me go up to make sure we don't miss. Atomic Gamer, that 7 was for 4. Now, Happy Realize, don't know. Sorry. Right. Happy It says 6. I think that's for 4 nows. I'm sure it is because she's been busy. I'm sure this is for 4 nows, I think. Right. Lawrence for Ben Rama gave 6.5. I've got 7 kids. Oh, my days.
Bloody hell. How you not got time for all these children, bruv?
And look, and then to follow that up, he gave him a 7 just because he's got 7 kids. Gave him a 7 out of 10 for Ben Rama. Benny did very well when he came on. This is Hamed, by the way. Why does he only run at players and take them on in Europe? Still 6.5. Happy Amaret gave Benny a 7. Good evening, Fresh Fielder. Evening, all massive. Oh, come on, man. Sorry. Evening, Fresh. All right, I'm going to skip those ones. I'm going to get to the ratings. Ben Rama 6.5. Up his game as a tad today. Kieran 5 for not scaring the ball. Kieran's got his grumpy on. He's tired. It's early in the morning in Australia. Benny 8. I thought he looked a threat. Made them look silly a few times. I think he could have scored himself or create a bigger chance. Just thought he was full of energy and loved seeing him enjoy himself. That's from the Scouse Hammer. Where are we, Scout? Okay, one more. Fresh Fielder. What's your ratings, Fresh Fielder, for Ben Rama, if you have time? And Hammerhead, most of a West Ham squad there at Roy Chapel. Most, I don't know. Okay, I've missed the private. Okay, so the last sub.
7 kids.
Oh, okay. So yeah, if me and Roy combine, we've got a substitute. We've got.
Oh, there you go.
We've got 2 subs.
How many? I mean, out of your 6 kids, how many do you reckon are strikers? And can we borrow some?
Oh, one of them is the one who's at university now. He's actually striker.
Oh, there you go. Get him up. Get him signed up. Let's go.
What did we? No, we made 5 subs. Hammerhead. I'm going to get to the last of the 3 that came on third. 1 second, and then okay. I hope I ain't missed anything. Starting with the quintuplets, Hammerhead naturally. Benny. Oh, okay. Gave him a 6. Right, cool. Let's move on to the final sub that came on with those 3, which was. Let me find the K in my alphabetical order. Is Alex Crow. Let me get rid of your rating. Okay, what are you saying for Alex Crow? Charlito?
6.
He gets a 6. Let me go.
He was. I can't name. Similarly to Areola, I can't name much he did. Not he did nothing wrong. I don't think he did anything particularly brilliantly. I want to see more of him. He had the energy when he came on. He was finding. He looked like he was up for doing everything, but it's like I just really want him to step. I want him to get an opportunity to really step on the gas a little bit. But being alongside Bryson Souček's probably never going to get that. But yeah, 6. I thought it was like Ariola. I just didn't really. I can't name much he even did, to be honest with you.
Yeah. Okay. So I think I am, because Lawrence was the first one. I think so. Here, Lawrence gave a 6. Atomic Gamer gave a 5.5 or a 6. Kieran gave a 6. Crowd that kid shift 6. Okay. Happy Amaret. That kid can shift 6.5. I want to see him play more games. Top class or about him. Roy gave him a 6. And Budgie gave Alex Crow look comfortable and worked well, 6.5. Fresh Fielder, Crow looked good. Tried to move the ball forward at every opportunity, and he gave him a 6.5. Right, so we've got 2 more subs. I'm going to leave, obviously, the obvious one till last. Okay, sorry. James Bong, clean sheet, 7. That's for Crow. Scouse Hammer, Crow, solid, 7. Made some good challenges. Thought his defensive awareness was on point. Don't think he lost the ball once and looked comfortable today. 7. Good summary. The David Luiz and Sufal shall get 6.5. Right, we've got 2 more, you lot. So where is my F? Here we go. Ryan Fredericks, left back. What are you giving him? Let me get rid of the banner.
For fear of reprisal from Wally, I feel like 10's necessary. It's always a scary time going against that man. Yeah, similarly, 6 probably. Can't really name much he did. Came on, played some football. That's about it, really. It's not really much I can say about him. He didn't really have that much time to affect the game by that point. They were already I think they were quite happy to just run it out at a 2-0 loss at that point as well. They weren't really gunning for it in any shape or form, and I don't think he had much to do. I'll say 6 personally. 6,
okay. Lawrence says 6.5. Atomic Gamer gave him a 5. Hammerhead says Fredericks too rapid for Vienna. Good one. He got him a 6. Roy gave him a 6. One child's going to be unhappy there, Roy, with that one. And Happy Hammer at Fredericks is 6. Someone else said 6.5, I think. Okay, no, maybe not.
Lawrence said 6.5.
6, seen a cheeky meg from him. That's all I really seen from him tonight. He got 6 from the Scouse Hammer. Good to see him back.
I did hear Cam say that on the watch along when you were talking about
I was
me or whatever. I had he did a cheeky nutmeg in my ear, but I didn't.
Yeah, I heard him say that. I think I was too in awe that we was live chatting. Kieran says a 6 and Fresh Fielder says a 5.5. Right, we have one more and then we will wrap it up because West Ham Random's going live in 15 minutes.
Nice.
I had to make this one real quick. Brian.
I was once you started clicking on them and showing them up, I was like, what's he gonna have done? Let's find out.
No, I'm a quick worker.
There you go. Look at that.
Look at that.
Look at that.
He deserves his little moment on Hammers Fans United. But yeah, I had to do that. I thought, oh no, the boy. So yeah, Charlie.
Yes.
What are you saying about Sonny Perkins?
Again, I want to give him higher, but if I'm talking about what they've actually done in the match,
let me get rid of the banner.
6.5.
Yep. Okay.
I want to give him higher though, because obviously Youth Academy product, 17 years old. Is he 17? He is 17, isn't he?
Yeah.
First game, lots of pressure. Nah, screw it. I've talked myself into a 7. 7.
You just want me to do that extra little bit of that little click.
All right. How about this? 6.75. How are you feeling about them apples?
Get out of here. 7, yeah? You give him a 7?
Yeah, 7. Look, a good game. He got involved. He looked very lively, energetic. He worked himself into good positions, even if I think, like you say, you can maybe do a little bit better with a header. There was 1 or 2 opportunities where there was an opportunity, I can't remember who it was, who tried to pull it back across towards him as if to almost try and give him a goal. It's always exciting to see a Youth Academy product on the pitch for their first game. So I'll give him the 7, even though I feel like it was probably a 6.5 performance. But yeah, it's difficult because obviously he only had 10, 15 minutes or whatever it was. But exciting. And oh my God, Titch, we have another striker. My God, what's going on? I don't know what to do with myself.
Excited much? Just quickly before we get through the comments. Budgie from West Ham Random. Come in, guys. 9:45, West Ham Random's going live. I will jump on that stream, obviously. But yeah, we're going to get through this. And then once this player's gone, I'm going to just give you a little bit of acknowledgement. Perkins, wow, he's surprising. Looks brilliant. 8. I'm going to try and fly through these, you lot. 8 from Lawrence, like what I saw from this young man. I'm going to fly through these ratings, I hope. Brilliant positioning from Hammerhead. 8 from Kieran for the youngster. Happy Amaret says 7. Exciting prospect, should start in the final game. He definitely should, because now we've done all the hard work, so that's spot on. I said yesterday on West Ham Random about Perkins, he's one for our future. 8.5. Yes, Roy, I have to give you credit. I don't do all that research like that. So I learned of him yesterday, and that was through Roy initially, I think, by mentioning this guy. Dorothy 7. Scoushammer, Perkins 6. Could have scored first touch of the ball. Didn't see much of him really, but I respect how comfortable he did look for his first game. Decent debut in Europe. Yep, it was actually his second touch, because his first one was he got in the middle, he won a flick on and all that. So yeah, that was his second touch. Sonny Perkins 6.5. The ref 8.5. Their keeper 8. You know what? The ref done well in one instance where I think we should have had a foul on the right wing, and I'm saying, ref, what are you doing? Straight away, I then think they should have had a foul, and I said, I watch him give it, and he waved play on. So I thought, you know what? Consistency. So yeah, love that. Right, you lot. Just very quickly, like I said, I'm just doing it now just to show you. But, in certain shows where I'm not got all of this and it's just what I would, when your comment comes up, I will do things like this and acknowledge that you lot are part of the Hammer gang. Let me remove the comment just so we can fully see. Sorry if I haven't got everyone. I've just do this off memory. Let me get rid of the banner so we can give everybody their little shine. So Roy, WHU Chapel, official Hammer gang. A lot of you lot know me from West Ham Random, but, of course, you'll subscribe here, and I'm going to be doing these live, so you will get your acknowledgement. Who else have we got here? Oh, who's this? Charlie Walsh, official Hammer gang. We've got
me out here, videos and that.
Wally World, official Hammer gang. I'm hoping I don't miss it. This is off memory, you lot. Look, Luke Legend, he hasn't been on tonight, but it's just, from my memory when I was very
Luke Legend's literally turned up right now. Look at the bottom of the chat.
Are you being serious?
That second. Look at the bottom of the chat right now.
Right, let me go to the chat. Sorry, because I haven't even got the chat up. Where is he? Are you being serious? Let me check.
Bro, as you clicked it,
see what I'm saying?
Legend appeared.
See what I'm saying? Let me see. See what I'm saying, Luke? I didn't even know, because I weren't on the comment section. I was on the... See that? Who else we got? We got Hammerhead, official Hammer gang. Big up yourself. This lady's not here. Manda Grub, but obviously she's from West Ham Random. Kieran Devaney. Don't know. His nickname is actually Harry. He's got 2 nicknames. I heard it this morning. But anyway, Harry something. Harry Giza. Harry Giza. Peach, obviously, he's going live real soon. So I'm just going to get through this, you lot, and then you lot will have a little bit of time. Robert Singleton, I haven't heard from him tonight, but like I said, he's one of the guys. Budgie, big up yourself, official Hammer Gang. Lawrence Watkins, you know what? I have to shout out Lawrence because I put out a video with Cam the other day, and Lawrence said, look, Titch, you need to, you know, do the watch along. We like the way you lead the chat and the way you interact with everyone. And I was already going to, but I like that, you know, he was in this stream the whole time. Yeah. Darren Higgins, you know, Disabled Team, Gaza, who I haven't, you know, tonight we haven't heard from Gaza. And I know there's, look, Freshfield, I'm going to make you one. I've got Roy, I've done Roy. Yeah, so I think nearly everybody in there. Happy Merit, I'm going to do you one. But yeah, that's what I'm on, you lot. And when we do things like this and I can use them, boom, you say your comment here and I'll put your name up there because we're all part of the team. Right. West Ham Random's going live in 8 minutes. Charlie, as always, like, it's a pleasure, but I'm very appreciative for you, you know, straight after coming on here. I'm going to eat the first meal of the day and then I'm going to jump onto West Ham Random. Listen, you lot, thanks. And, you know, I'm going to take it a little bit more seriously. I'm putting in a lot of work behind the scenes, but it's worth it, man.
Subscribe.
Yeah, look, it's true. Madness is in that timing. It's crazy. I can't believe that Luke came as I done that. And I'm going to do Happy Amaret's Hammer Gang thing. I'm going to do Fresh Fielder. And I think everybody else in there, I've got you already. So, yeah, West Ham Random. Go over there in 8 minutes. And I will be there after I've eaten. And Charlie, massive, massive respect. And thank you very much. And, you know, you're going to see Charlie again on this channel. I can't do it without the main man. So, yeah, you will see Charlie again at some point. Anything to say, Charlie, before we leave?
Subscribe to Hammers Fans United if you haven't already. For goodness sake, what are you doing? Like the video, all that good stuff. Come on now. Come on now. Congratulations, Titch. Big day. First watch along, first player ratings, big plays all day. You love to see it. Banging videos. Thank you for having me on. I appreciate it.
Come on, you irons.
Come on, you irons. Let's go. Big plays. We're on massive, bro. Come on.
Later. Where are we?
Come on.